We're back.
We're back again. Because we just recorded an episode and it didn't work, so...
Okay, long story short, it's been 2 years, we're having some fun, we don't have jobs, that's all that really matters. Our lives aren't as important as the wonderful content.
Our lives aren't as important as Kurko Mods, who just is actually a pretty prolific modder for Nintendo 64 games. Specifically using Banjo-Kazooie as kind of like the starting point, but then he incorporates a bunch of different games together. So I've played one before by him that's centered on Clocktown from Majora's Mask, and that one was pretty cool. Obviously, when you try to map something like Majora's Mask to Banjo-Kazooie, that's not gonna necessarily.
In a way, that's more fun because you get to have more. I guess you have a lot of they do a lot of fun things. I mean. So we're not gonna do 100% elite completionist game through. We're just playing around, having fun with the mods, seeing what's going on.
I forget what's in here.
There was like a gold room or something.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So this is a mod that puts Banjo-Kazooie, a lot of the assets into physics, into worlds, from a couple different 3D platformers of the era. There's Donkey Kong 64, Mario 64, and then I think I saw a Bomberman 64 level, which I've never played.
I will be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. I'm not gonna worry about those notes because I'm lazy.
We don't need every. He said you need 50 notes to open the first note door, wherever that is. So just try and get 50.
Yeah. So, what's something about Banjo-Kazooie? We talked about this in the previous episode, which did not.
Oh wait, go back. There's a ladder on the back of the metal place.
So, what's something about Banjo-Kazooie? Like, what's something?
Nice. Oh yeah, there is one.
That you want to see from Banjo-Kazooie.
You can use this other trigger to make it go behind you or whatever. That's what I was doing before.
Yeah.
That I would want to see in a new one?
Yeah. If they made a new one, do you want to see a remake? Do you want to see a new version of it?
I'd want to see a remaster. I guess I don't know the exact terminology. I'd want to see a remaster of the first two games that would be done by a different company than Rare. Somebody who's just trying to have fun, stick to it almost one-to-one. Update the physics so that Banjo-Kazooie 1 has some of the improvements. Very simple stuff, like the fact that you don't lose your momentum during a roll, and the animations are a little bit more detailed. Just stuff like that. And give us some behind the scenes, give us a remastered soundtrack, and then give us a real stop and swap, whatever that entails. And then have somebody else make a Banjo 3E that I think we're really going to... I mean, 3D platformers are... I guess, coming back, if you want to say. Mario Odyssey was a return to form. We have the Crash trilogy. Tomorrow, they're actually, Sony, or whatever company, maybe it's Toys for Bob, is doing a presentation on the newly announced Crash 4.
Oh!
So they're actually making a Crash 4 now. And this isn't just like a go play Hat in Time thing that people were talking about for a while. This is major companies are kind of returning to 3D platformers. So I think
this is fun.
We're going to see more. Honestly, I feel like there's a pretty high chance that whatever they would make in Banjo 3 would end up disappointing me. I'm kind of disillusioned. So I would almost want to see something completely new. Different character, different everything. But then again, I guess that's what Yooka-Laylee was, and that was also disappointing.
Yeah. Well, they made a 3D-ish platformer with Yooka-Laylee. I mean, they made the 3D platformer, and then they, I guess, converted it to like a 2.
But that's the Yooka-Laylee is the reason why I would want a completely different company to make Banjo 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Get some fresh boys in.
Fresh boys.
This is fun. Oh, you can play Mario 64. There's a lot of cute little touches in this game.
I wonder what that... I don't know what that registers from.
It's like an adding machine. Yeah, I have no idea. What's this picture on the back here? Oh, it's the Bowser one. Those are from Mario Party 2. When they have the cowboy logo.
Oh yeah. See, that's what's fun. That's part of the reason I like. Oh, and that's Toad.
Is that what that was? Oh, I didn't even know.
That's partly what I like about these mods and these not remakes. These mods is that you can add in cute little stuff here and there. So then it's like fans who, because obviously it's like designed to be for fans. So you can do cute little stuff where it's like, oh, I know what that is. That's fun. Like,
that would be the really difficult thing with not only remaking / remastering, but making a new Banjo game is finding the balance between something that's fan servicey but also stands on its own.
Yeah.
And it's hard to point to anything in... I would say Mario Odyssey is a good example. Mario Odyssey very much plays off nostalgia, but so many of the mechanics and the movement is its own thing.
Yeah.
So if they could find a balance... But even then, I would want... Because I don't think there is anything like Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie. I think there's a lot of Mario. So maybe I'd want them to stick a little bit closer to their guns if they did a new one.
Ah.
Oh. In the soup.
Oy vey.
In the
Oy
soup.
vey. What can you do?
24.
Attaboy.
I am actually kind of excited to play the... Now, I never played the original, but Cusack and other people have told me that the SpongeBob game for GameCube is actually a really good classic 3D platformer, and they're doing a remake of that comes out tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I actually kind of want to play that.
Oh, wait. He phases through the post. Okay.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't be surprised to see that in the original game. That's just keeping in touch.
Keeping it real. I'm not going to go in there then. I don't want to die. So
here's those 2D platforming sections are kind of hard because they aren't actually 2D. It's like 90% 2D, and it throws off your movement a little bit. I don't know how they would do that, but that would be, I guess, a piece of feedback I'd have is if there's a way that they could make it so if you input to the right, it is completely changes it to 2D.
Yeah.
I also think Mario's controls are a little bit more suited for 2D than Banjo's because Mario can wall jump and it's just a little more fluid,
more flexible.
They're announcing the new Smash character tomorrow too.
Yeah, he's gonna be an arms guy or she, whatever they decide.
Is anybody excited?
I mean, I'm excited not because of the character, but I think I think that what Smash Brothers does really well with their DLC characters is that the play style of it is always unique.
Not Byleth.
Not Byleth, I should say, I guess.
Byleth was super... I thought they set things up really cool with having Joker, Banjo... What came after Banjo? Was it Terry?
Yep.
What came after Terry was Byleth?
Banjo was third.
Who was after Joker? Oh, Hero from...
Oh, yeah.
I was not super excited about just the reveal of Hero or Terry, but they were really fun to play as. Joker and Banjo, all those guys have really cool plays. Byleth, I get that he's got different things, but he's, again, just another... For things, some good music, I guess, an okay stage, but that's what I guess I'm excited for. ARMS has good music. ARMS, another new stage for Smash is always fun. You know what? They've given us every character in the world at this point, so you really can't get mad. I don't even know what else they can add. It doesn't matter. It's just exciting that it's... Oh, there's a crash box?
What's this going to be?
It's huge. Oh, little secret. Is this going to be like the first... Oh, so gee.
Well, that's cute. Throwing in another platformer.
They're having fun with it. Oh, this is where you went in before, yeah.
Nice. I'll grab the...
If you had been better able to see that Jiggy up there, that would have been cool.
Oh, they have the Mario Underworld music going.
Oh, they do. That's a cool idea, but if they want to make it just a little bit specialer, that was always a cool thing they did. I think more so in Banjo-Tooie. Actually, I think only in Banjo-Tooie. Is they let you see Jiggies, and you have to go, okay, well, how am I going to get there?
Yeah.
And...
There is the one behind the ball that you can see.
Oh, I know, but that's if you played Mario 64, you get that immediately. This was a wholly original piece of content, and it was cool. It's just we had been in that room before and we had no idea there was a Jiggy there. Yeah, we should come back to the bowl when we have enough gold feathers. And I think you can knock him out for a couple seconds. This makes sense. Geography. I bet you can just talent shot up the left because this is slippy slidey and.
Oh right. Yep.
I'm excited to see what's at the top too. Oh, it's like the tree in Click Clock Wood.
That's my favorite level from.
I would want to see some really. Oh,
I like when they do that.
Kept that stupid animation.
No, I like it.
Oh, they don't do it with everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
What do you need to get past those eggs? Oh, you probably need the Wonder Wing.
You can just do that too.
I would want to see really creative world designs in a new Banjo game.
Yeah, something that's not like your typical...
Every world should be something... That was another thing with Yooka-Laylee, which it was like grass world, ice world, space... It's you bungled that up.
I did.
Real bad.
I forget there's no grab on this one.
I would want to see stuff like Music World or stuff like I actually really liked. They could never do this again. Only worked in this context, and it sucks because they wasted it. But I actually really liked in Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts that one of the worlds was just this nostalgia museum of Banjo-Kazooie. Have you seen that
would
before?
be fun. I've seen pictures of it.
The whole level is shaped like Banjo's head, and each section is based off of a level. So there's like the snowman from Freezy Peak, the Stonehenge from Mumbo's Mountain, the pirate ship from Treasure Trove Cove. There's a piece from every level, and then the song is a remix of all of them. And
I'm gonna try this once more.
Yeah, I think you can do it if you take it slow.
Yes, if I actually focus and do something.
You could probably set the range so that you have a little bit slower walk too. On the Project 64.
Oh
thing.
yeah.
This doesn't look too bad though. Once you get to a certain point, you can jump too.
Yeah.
I wonder what's behind the door. And screw the notes. You can make the jump at a certain point.
Yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
You're getting too greedy,
Yeah,
David.
I'm getting greedy.
Oh, maybe.
Is it not open?
Maybe it's a one-way door. Oh, is that at one of the note doors, maybe?
I don't know. Well, either way, might as well.
We've
get
beat
this
our
over
note
there.
score. It looks like there's no going back. Yeah, get that.
Going in the
fast.
drink.
I want more Mario Kart. We ever played Mario Kart on this show?
No, we haven't. That
We
would be
should play
fun.
that. That'd be a lot of fun.
We could definitely play that Double Dash.
Yeah,
Double Dash, that'd be good. I haven't played that because I owned Mario Kart Wii and I've owned Mario Kart 64.
Yeah,
and Mario Kart 8, but I never owned Double Dash.
I never owned Double Dash either, and I think Double Dash has like some of the least reused levels in other ones. I remember it has the Peach Cruise, the Dinosaur Jungle. It has like some really cool levels that don't come back. Or Daisy Cruise.
Ooh, that's one thing I don't want to see in a new. If they do like a new Banjo-Kazooie, I don't want to see dinosaurs. I don't want a prehistoric level.
Yeah, they already did that.
Yeah.
And they did about everything you could do with that concept. I also want to see a consistent frame rate, which sounds like nitpicking, but in Banjo-Tooie, it's a slog, especially in that level.
Yeah, that's something that I think should be pretty standard. Like with the N64 era, I understand it a little more, but like now,
I still play games all the time, especially on the Switch. They have terrible frame rates.
Yeah, which is crazy to me.
I've been playing One Piece Warriors a lot lately.
How is it?
It's a Warriors game. There's literally nothing that you wouldn't expect. I'm obsessed with One Piece right now. I've been trying to, because I think when I'm living in Japan, the series is going to end within my time there. That's just a very rough guess, but I'm guessing it's going to end in the next 3 years. So I've been trying to catch up with it, and it is a beast. I think there's 900 or so chapters, and I'm on like 600.
Ooh,
what an incredibly rewarding experience, though, to see an author write a chapter a week for 25 years, and just like see that. I mean, it's like imagine if Lord of the Rings was able to be expanded upon for 20 years. That's the breadth of the One Piece world. It's insane.
That kind of stuff is really, because there used to be, in like the U.S. too, there used to be a thing where every month or every week in a newspaper there would be like the same story but chapters. A lot of like Charles Dickens' work, for example, was like published in the newspaper, and like with and with that kind of stuff, that's really the only thing I can think of where something's getting printed weekly or daily, and it still like has like a a through line,
a serialized narrative.
Serialized, yep.
I think about a lot what you've been talking about a little bit with some of your thesis work with One Piece too, and that it's not Dragon Ball. I think a lot of people might make that easy distinction. It is so much more. I guess I want to say like traditionally feminine in that sense that you've kind of talked about. Like it has that hyper masculinity in some points, but the people are constantly, and this sounds stupid to say this is a feminized thing, but I mean in terms of like traditional narrative stuff. People are talking more about their emotions. People cry constantly. People talk about, I don't know, it's something you'd have to, I don't know, get in there. Now you got to go in and you got to beak bust this guy. He's gonna.
There we go.
Oh! And is this gonna lead you to there?
That
maybe?
must.
Oh, that sucks. You got to go do that again.
I can do it. I'm much more. I can like do the controls a lot easier this time. I'm just gonna grab.
Anyway, if you've got time to read 900 chapters, I'd recommend people listening to look into that and see what you might get out of it.
The only manga I've ever read is Full Metal Alchemist.
The anime, that's one of the ones where I think the anime is better than the manga. Mm-hmm. This is not the case with One Piece. The anime for One Piece. This is how bad that is because I think there's about 900 episodes of One Piece and about 900 chapters. So for every 20-page chapter, you have a 20 to 25-minute episode. Oh, you screwed that up.
I screwed the pooch.
So you just stretch everything out tremendously.
Yeah, so they pack. Kind of like with Digimon, where they would have the same minute-and-a-half evolution.
It's
sequences.
just like that. I don't think Digimon ever had a manga, or at least before it had an anime.
Yeah, I think it was an anime first.
But that was just because they were cheap.
Yeah.
I think One Piece was like, we can't catch up with the author, so we have to... If he writes one chapter, we got to make 2 episodes or something like that, just to kind of take our time, especially if he's taking breaks or so. That's the other crazy thing, is that it's one guy writing and illustrating that stuff.
Oh, he illustrates it too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mangakas almost always... I mean, sometimes they have people that assist with the lining and the inking, but if you're a mangaka, you write and illustrate. They say it's one of the hardest jobs in the world.
I would say, yeah.
You, like, don't get a break. You do... I mean, the really famous people can, like, take a month off.
Yeah.
But if you're, like, an up-and-starter, you have to give an issue every week.
Ooh, boom, baby.
We got it. We got it.
That was scary. That was freaky.
How many jiggies do we have?
I think we have 4 now.
I wonder what's going to be going on with King Bomb at the top.
We gotta go check it out. That's a lot of work.
It's an
like,
insane
even
amount
if
of work. I don't think
like,
you
daily. Oof.
I don't think it's like the U.S. too, where it's like if you're a famous like writer or celebrity, I don't think you get like millions of dollars. I think it's like you kind of, I mean, you make more than like the average person, but you don't have like a, an excessive amount of wealth.
You're not gonna have a mansion at the Turk and Caicos.
You have to be an insanely talented person and an insanely just somebody who can give their work to something every single day and still enjoy. And that's the other thing. It's just like, imagine you're a writer too, but you've spent 20 to 25 years on these same characters. You're drawing the same guys every single week. Some people can do it. Very small amount of people, I think.
Well, and to keep it interesting enough to the point where you can continue doing it.
You know what it is? You know how he did it?
How?
He had this whole thing figured out when he was like 10. He is known what the ending of One Piece was going to be when he was like 10 to 12. He knew who everyone in the crew was going to be. He knew what the beats were going to be. And it's just been filling in the dots since then. Reminds me of when Blaine would talk about his like Star Wars rip-offs in like 4th grade. And it's like, maybe we should have encouraged him. Maybe there could have been
Maybe he could have done something with his life besides, you know what, hey, being a bank teller, somebody's got to hand out the money. Oh, speaking of handing out money and unsanitary stuff, and I don't think we've mentioned it this episode, but the hit points or
toilet paper.
Yeah, the toilet paper. This is the stay-at-home mod.
Oh my gosh, we've
been
through quarantine for so long that I didn't even realize that was the joke. When you told me that before you do toilet paper, and I'm like, oh, it's because you wipe your butt. I didn't realize because a million years ago when this thing started, there were people who were fighting each other. Oh, the
rubbish.
Look at King Bob-Omb's got X's on his eyes. He's dead, and there's
dead.
like bugs on. Wait, what's in his hand? Go back down. There's some details here.
Oh,
there's something in his hand.
I don't want the bees.
Bottles was here. Yeah, don't get stung, but I was wondering.
Oh, the Super Mario. They're from Super Mario World.
Yeah,
those hills in the back.
Oh, there's a jiggy. There's a jiggy in his crown.
Gotta go. But yeah, because this was released, I think, in like May or April of this year, maybe.
What month is it now? June?
Yeah. It's June. Almost to July. It's June 21st already. We're recording this.
Wow.
Father's Day. Yep.
Ugh. What have you done with the time? Have you accomplished anything in your quarantine time?
Oh, this is cool.
Oh, it's like it's just a fun little room. George the Ice Cube's gonna get you over there.
a couple of things I've done. So I actually am getting a paper published about Papers, Please. And I have to send in that by the 1st. I have to have it fully edited and everything. So I've been working on that recently. I recently got added. Somebody just asked me to like be a part of a presentation they're giving in July. Because they know I had read the books they're going to be talking about. So that I have to prepare for that now too. I've mostly been doing game detective stuff and playing video games. I have not
David,
been
we
productive.
record a podcast for like an hour and a half once.
I know.
And what do you mean you've been mostly doing game detective?
Like for productive things.
Well, now that we're done with all that, I'd like to reiterate. I have an album out on Spotify now in the rap collective I'm in called the Brap Daddies. We made it through quarantine.
The Rap Collective.
Coincidentally, the album is also called We Made It. Listen to it on Spotify. Listen to it on YouTube. Listen to it on Google Music. Listen to it on iTunes. We Made It. The Brap Daddies.
LimeWire.
Oh, I'm sure it's on there.
Oh!
David hasn't listened to my album yet for some reason.
I still haven't.
I cannot believe that. It's been out for about a month now. Are you going to ask me about what making an album was like?
What was making an album like?
Intensive. Personal. Vulnerable. Don't die now. Don't die! Okay, now you got a rat-a-tat-tap. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, get
Those slimies. So it was emotional. It made you find out things about yourself you never knew.
Yeah, it made me realize just how talented I really was.
Sure.
It was long days for that last month that we were going hard.
I think that's what's his face from.
It's Ramby.
Yep.
From I guess he's in all the other ones, but it looks like the one from 64. There's Diddy's hat. Oh, there's
Majora's Mask.
What else is up here? Sword. From The Legend of Sword. The shield from Pokemon Sword and Shield. I can tell you one thing I haven't been doing, and that's playing Pokemon.
Oh, I've been playing Pokemon, unfortunately. Actually, Oh, whoof, I thought I missed it. The Sword and Shield remakes, or I should say, DLC, they are interesting.
People say that Pokemon fans are blind drones who will buy anything, and that's David.
And I just died, too, because I'm a blind drone.
I don't know. We pretty much saw that level. Do you want to take a break here and check out one of the other ones?
Yeah, let's check out a new one.
Let me get some water.
Bye.